Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special show today. If anyone's about, it is Thanksgiving for our American friends. And if we're not in America, it's a great time to be thankful. Tara, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to you. So I must admit, I'm not feeling very well today. I'm extremely tired, which for you guys is a good thing because when I'm tired, or actually when I'm just normal, I make hilarious stuff ups. So that's always good. Heather, welcome. It's good to have you here. We have a couple of updates. Brian LAundrie, cause of death, we've got that, and some verdicts in the Ahmaud Arbery case. I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't want to be disrespectful, but really, I wanted to just see who's around and hear how your Thanksgiving went if you're from the US. And if you're from anywhere around the world, I want to hear what you are thankful for because I think it's something that everybody should do in their lives. I think it's a lovely thing to do. Everyone should be grateful and thankful for things in their life. A couple of rules today. I don't want to talk about other creators or channels. We always have that in the chat. Be respectful to me, to the mods, and to any guests and chatters, which is pretty normal. And today I don't want to talk badly about the parents of Brian LAundrie. I know we all have our ideas about the parents, but today's not the day for it, in my opinion. And so you'll be out of here really quick if you do that or break any of the rules because I just can't be bothered with it. And yeah, good to see you. Hi, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. So I don't know, like I said, who's about, but definitely something I wanted to celebrate for sure. Heather says, every day I'm thankful for the people I love and care about. Absolutely. I'm thankful for my family and my beautiful children, who each and every one of them I'm extremely proud of, and my family and my friends. I must say that I'm extremely thankful for my subscribers, my members, everyone that supports me in my streams, and actually my videos and my the whole New Zealand Mysteries team, whether it's on Facebook or whether it's on here. I am extremely thankful for all of you, because if it wasn't for you guys, then I wouldn't have anyone to talk to on the streams. Purple Summer, happy Thanksgiving to you too. So I'm extremely thankful for what I have today. And yeah, I think it's a nice thing for everyone to do. So we'll just see who comes in and how many people. I don't know if we've got many people coming in, but we'll see what happens. And then we'll do some updates. Tara said, I'm thankful for my upbringing and the values I was taught so I can have amazing kids. That's a really nice one. I'm thankful for the values and morals that I was taught as well, and that my children, I could pass those on to my children. I think that's really, really nice. And all of you, Tara. Why, good to see you, my dear. Happy Thanksgiving. I also want to know how you spent your Thanksgiving, whether you had family you could go and see or friends. I'm interested in the weird food sometimes that you guys had over there, because it's different to what we have in New Zealand. So that would be nice also. So all things Thanksgiving today, whether you're from US or around the world. Heather says, I still don't know how I feel about the Brian LAundrie situation. Part of me feels lied to, but part of me thinks he's really gone. Yeah, so we'll read a little bit or listen a little bit to a short clip about the results shortly. And yeah, it's I mean, everybody has their views on the Brian Laundrie case, and that's okay. But just no bashing his parents today, because it's just not the day for that. Wyoming says, I'm thankful for having my health, family, and friends. Absolutely. Even though I'm not always in the best of health, I know there's a lot of people that have it worse than me. And I want to acknowledge those people and not acknowledge the good health that I do have. So please check out the rules at the top of the page. I don't know if we've got any mods in here, but you will be kicked out if you're a dick. And I'm sorry to, because it says don't be a dick. If you come in and your name's Dick, I might have to change it, and I apologise for that. Tara, I have no family this year. I am the only one left on Long Island. Oh, sorry about that. So my husband is working the Christmas show, so he is working. So it's me and 2 of my 3 kids tomorrow. Well, at least you got your kids. That's something. Be thankful for that. I know what you mean about Christmas. I'm working on Christmas and Boxing Day this year, but that's okay. 6 Cents Amelia, welcome, hon. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, if you want to let us know what time it is, which day it is, well, wherever you are from. We are 11:06 a.m. on the 25th of the 11th here in New Zealand. So it's going to be different all around the world, which is the greatest thing about being able to connect around the world, Wyoming says we're having turkey. So turkey's not a big thing here. Cranberries, still not a big thing here. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I'm not sure. We have sweet potatoes, but they're called kumara. And they are so nice roasted. I don't know if it's the same thing, though. Green bean casserole sounds absolutely disgusting. I'm just saying, if they're the same green beans we have, I do not like them. And pie. I'm getting together with my friends who are in their 90s. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. No worries, Wyoming. Thank you. Tara says, I'm okay. Heather, thank you. Makes me treasure what I have more. Absolutely. Heather says it's 4:07 p.m. here in Illinois. Purple Summer, 4:08 Wednesday in Arkansas. Julie, welcome, hon. It's good to see you. I'm glad you could come along. It's good to have everyone. I'm really, really thankful for all of you guys. The membership links are in the description box if you want to have your name in green. At the moment, I haven't really got anything special for the members. You can join up for a whole month, and it's like $5 to support the show. And you get access to some little funny pictures. But as we get a few more members, because it's not something I've had for a while, I'd like to do some sort of, I don't know, special membership Discord or something like that, where we can all, see, I told you I'm tired, where we can all talk or something like that. I don't know. Hello, Pookie. I'm glad you could make it, and I hope you feel well. It's 5 p.m. in Michigan. Wyoming says, I love hearing how people have Thanksgiving. Yeah, so do I, especially since it's not something we have here in New Zealand. You know what we do have, and it's only something that has been happening over the last few years, really, that's taken off. And we have Black Friday sales, shopping sales. And it's not like it is over there, but we have a lot of big places going on about Black Friday sales, and you can save heaps of money. I'm not truly sure how much you can save, but it's definitely something that is taking off and happening more and more over here. Heather, I may not be here for too long. We're doing a Friendsgiving, that's nice, tonight, and should be leaving soon, but I wanted to pop in and show my support and love. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Heather, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. Sixth Sense Amelia says, what is Thanksgiving Day for apart from giving thanks? And I'm sure some of you US people can answer that. From my understanding, it's a time to get together with friends and family and celebrate each other. And of course, what you're thankful for. And I think that's just such a lovely sentiment, something everybody should do. Tara had turkey, stuffing, turnips. Turnips? Not a fan of turnips. Mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams with marshmallows. What an interesting mix. Corn and that yucky green bean casserole. Yeah, I know. I can't knock it because I haven't tried it. I just know that if it's the green beans we have, I've never liked green beans. In fact, the funniest thing, when my kids were growing up, we had frozen mixed vegetables for a lot of meals, and they had corn and peas and carrots. And then if you got certain cheap packets, it had green beans in them. And me and all of my children would pick out the green beans and leave them on the side of our plate. So that happened with all of us right throughout their childhood. Sometimes if I was nice, I would pick out the green beans before I served it to them. 16th says Black Friday is Friday 13th here. My brother's birthday is 13th. 1 out of 7 birthdays is a Black Friday. Interesting. That's very interesting. So, yeah, you guys have a lot of weird, not weird. I can't say they're weird. Different things, different food to us. And some of it sounds weird, but like I say, if I haven't tried it, I can't bash it that much. So let's take a look now while we're here at this blind laundry. I've got a little clip here that will play and then we'll chat again. Tara said it's green beans, mushroom. I must sound like a food like Nazi. Sorry, that's the wrong word. I must sound like someone that doesn't like a lot of food because mushrooms, who the hell eats fungus? Fungus is something that like grows on your skin when you don't want it to. And it's like moldy. So I don't understand this mushroom thing. Just saying. Wyoming says, Thanksgiving is exactly how you explained it, TJ. Started Thanksgiving in the United States for Columbus finding America. Oh, interesting. Which really isn't who discovered America. Okay. Why not? Thank you for that, Wyoming. Tara says, I love mushrooms. I like it with whole green beans. Whole green beans. I'm sure you meant beans. Funny. I must just sound like I don't like anything, but I really do. Let me see. Okay. Oh, shit. Hang on. I'm doing the funky chicken again while I sort this out. So let's take a little of listen to this. This is from News Nation Now, and the link is in the description box below.
For answers about what happened to Brian LAundrie ever since his remains were found in that swampy reserve. Well, tonight we're learning new details about how he died from the LAundrie family attorney and Gabby Petito's family also reacting. Former FBI agent Jennifer Coffendorfer is standing by to lend her insight. But first, let's go to correspondent Brian Enton live in Florida tonight with the latest developments. Brian.
Yeah, Nicole, this has been one of the big unresolved questions with this case, and now we have the answer, at least part of the answer. We now know that Brian LAundrie did die from suicide, a gunshot wound to the head, according to the medical examiner in Florida. What's also interesting is the medical examiner released today that they did do a DNA confirmation of Brian LAundrie's remains, which we know were basically just bones at this point. Up until now, they were basing the identification off of dental records. Now they have done the DNA analysis, and they say they are for sure that the remains are Brian LAundrie's and that it was a death by suicide.
Death by suicide from a gunshot wound. So what about the gun? Do we know where that came from?
Yeah, that is the big question. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I heard death by suicide with a gunshot wound to the head. At first, we weren't sure. We weren't getting information. We had questions about this possible gun for months now. Stephen Bertolino, the LAundrie family attorney, told us later today, after this initial news came out about the suicide, that the LAundries turned over all of their guns to the FBI when Brian LAundrie first went missing, but he says there was a gun that was missing from that collection that they turned over to the FBI. So presumably that could be the gun that Brian LAundrie used to kill himself.
Okay, so Brian, we now know that DNA confirming that it was in fact LAundrie. We know he died by suicide by gunshot wound. So that's a big portion of the puzzle here. What other answers are still out there that we still might eventually learn, including, are we just learning about the fact that the family is missing this gun?
Yeah, we just learned that today. So that was a big development, the fact that the family even turned over all their guns to the FBI and there's a missing gun. But there are a ton of more questions out there. If you've been following this case closely, you still have a million other questions waiting on the FBI to answer and release a statement or have a press conference. They still haven't even officially said that Brian LAundrie is responsible for Gabby Petito's death. So we know behind the scenes this investigation is still very much active. What we don't know is when the FBI will come out and update people with exactly where they're at.
Well, here's an important question too, Brian. Have we heard from Gabby Petito's family after this new information?
So they released a statement today through their attorney, which was very, very interesting. First of all, they called Brian LAundrie the sole suspect in this case in that statement. But then they also said something else. They said that the U.S. Attorney's Office has requested that they stay quiet and don't talk about this investigation because, in their words, there is a decision that still needs to be made about whether any additional people will be charged. That's very interesting because there are still a lot of questions swirling about whether Brian LAundrie's parents, Chris and Roberta, could possibly face charges. So according to the Petito statement, they still believe that's a possibility.
All right, Brian, you have been all over this. We appreciate your coverage. We know this certainly is not the end of it. Thanks for watching.
Interesting. So, yeah, the DNA is big, Tara. We can confirm, obviously. I mean, I think we knew that it was him, but we definitely know. Thank you guys for explaining about Thanksgiving in Canada, for goodness sakes, Canada and the US. That's really good to have that. Hello, MW Crime. Welcome. It's good to see you and have you here. Yeah, and in New Zealand, we do have Waitangi Day, which is February the 14th. I hope I'm right because I'm going to look like a real right plonker if it's not. So we do have our sort of day. So really interesting about the gun. There was a gun missing from the parents' house. So that's some new information. Again, we're just not going to really talk about the parents too much today because I don't want this to be a stream about bashing the parents. It's not a day for it. Yeah. And, when his remains were found, we did not hear anything about a gun being found. We heard about the journal being found. I can't remember what else, to be honest, because I'm so tired, but we did hear about that. But we didn't hear anything out of the gun. Tara says, I believe the FBI has the gun. So, we never heard anything from the FBI the whole time. And I don't know if we will or if we're going to, when that's going to be, and whether they'll come out and say anything. It will be interesting if the LAundrie's lawyer, Stephen Bertolino, is that his name? Something Bertolino, comes out and says anything more as well. So Tara says, I've been to Jamestown, the spot the first Thanksgiving occurred. Awesome. Wyoming says, I agree with you, Tara. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. Pookie, Thanksgiving is celebrated in the USA on the 4th Thursday of November and is a national holiday. That's nice. Like I said, I mean, even though we don't celebrate Thanksgiving Day, I think it's good to be thankful for what you have for anywhere. I got it right? Good. I know it was Bertolino. I just couldn't remember the first name. You know what I'm like, guys, when I'm tired. So at least we got the information. We didn't know how long that would take. So it's good. And I guess a lot of people were thinking that's what it was going to be. So we got it. The other case that I wanted to mention is the Ahmaud Arbery case. Of course, the 3 men accused of his death were all found guilty. So I'd like to hear your opinions on that if you have any. And I have a article, it's a small one, and it's from his parents. So I just wanted to take a look at that. So this is from onenews.co.nz. Ahmaud Arbery's mum never thought she'd never see justice. Something wrong about that sentence. After 3 men were convicted of murder for the death of her son, this is a really shockingly wrote article, just saying. So his mum said that she never thought she'd see the day come, and you can see that's Brunswick, GA. Is that Georgia, where this mural is? It's really nice. So it's been a long fight. It's been a hard fight, but God is good. That from Wanda Cooper Jones told a crowd gathered outside the courthouse in Glynn County. She said, to tell the truth, I never saw this day back in 2020. I never thought this day would come, but God is good. Greg McMichael, son Travis McMichael, and neighbour William Roddy Bryan were convicted of murder in the February 2020 death of Arbery, who was chased and fatally shot while running through their coastal Georgia neighbourhood in an attack that became part of the larger national reckoning on racial injustice. Cooper Jones' attorney, Lee Merritt, hailed his client's unflinching fight for justice. He said, 18 months ago, when she learned about the murder of her son, they told her that she would just have to deal with it alone, Merritt said, which is appalling. They told her that there would be no arrest, that there would be no accountability, that there would be no justice. And she made her son a promise before she laid him in the ground that his mom would fight for justice for him. Of the son she called Ques, Cooper Jones said he will now rest in peace. So I just thought that was a real touching from his mum. And I'm sure it's a good day for her in that respect. Tara says they got what they deserved. Yeah, I think so too. Wyoming says, yeah, I'm glad they were found guilty. GA is Georgia. Thank you, Pookie. Julie says, thankfully, their heinous crime got justice. I'm really, really glad too. Sixth Sense says, I don't know anything about the story. I don't have TV or social media, so that's not much of a surprise, really. Sixth Sense, you really don't have TV or social media? That's not normal these days. Not saying that you're not normal. Don't get me wrong. Just saying that most people these days have social media and a TV. I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of YouTube, which definitely makes me kind of a cynical person in some respects. But there you go. Tara says vigilante is not the way. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Wyoming says, amen to that. They hunted him down for no good reason. Justice was served, thank God. I never seen the video, and I don't know if it's out in the public, but it got videoed anyway. But I'm glad I didn't. I heard about what the video was like, and it doesn't sound like a video that I would want to watch. Pookie says, 6 cents, Amelia. I don't either. Never had a Facebook account or seen it. Interesting, Pookie. So it's not as abnormal as I thought. Little Pookie, happy me. I mostly use Facebook for the New Zealand mysteries and also to keep in touch with my children. Not all the time do my children have credit on their phones to contact me if they need me. And so Facebook Messenger is a great way to be able to contact my children and keep in touch with them, and for them to contact me if they need to. Tara says it was at one time. It was terrible. Is that you saying, are you saying, Tara, that vigilante justice was one time? It was terrible. I'm not quite sure. Like I say, I'm tired. So, Wyoming Adventures. I seen the video when it first happened. I wouldn't watch it again. It's awful. Yeah, I don't think it's a video that I'd really want to watch either. Yeah. NW crime, thank God. Justice was served. Absolutely. Tara, the video. Oh, thank you. But what a great day for his mom. I know I say mum because mom is different. But yeah, what a great day for his mum. I mean, imagine being told that you have to suffer the loss alone, that you're never going to get justice, no one's going to be held accountable. That's awful to be told that. And even though the video is disgusting, I wonder if the same outcome would have happened if the video did not exist. So I guess we could be thankful for the video that it exists to help. 6 cents. Nope, haven't had TV for 20 years. Wow. Never had Facebook or Twitter. Only just got a phone a year ago. Wow, that's really, really interesting. Oh, can I call you Amelia? That's really interesting. I've been wanting to do social media more for New Zealand mysteries. Like, I do have a Twitter account, but really don't know how to use it that much. Never really done Instagram. That's just beyond me. I'm not a photo person. I am looking for someone to volunteer on the Facebook page, I guess, or the channel page, to help with social media. But yeah, it's not something I really know a lot about. Pookie was sentenced. Did the 3 get? So they haven't been sentenced yet. We just had the verdicts. There was quite a lot of charges, actually. I looked at the judge handing down the verdicts, and there was quite a few charges. It's beyond awful. Oh, Curious, good morning. Sorry I'm late. You're perfectly fine. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Amelia is okay. Excellent. Wyoming says nothing will bring her son back, but at least they found them guilty. Yeah, I think that's... And it happened before Christmas, and it's around Thanksgiving, so she's got that to be thankful for, even though she doesn't have her son, which is awful. Yeah. So, welcome, Curious. Tara says the neighbour didn't get the malice charge, which means nothing. So, I mean, I do have the video of the judge handing down the verdicts, but it's about 5 minutes of him just reading out charges. If anyone's interested, we could watch that. But I guess it doesn't matter too much about the malice charge. I mean, they're going down for murder anyway, aren't they? So let's hope they get the sentence they deserve, really. Amelia says justice delayed is justice denied. Absolutely, but in my opinion, it was the right verdict, and at least Tara says father and son malice ill will. Oh, Wyoming says malice is the highest charge, right? So of course there's a lot of things that go on in the justice system that I don't understand in the US. So that's very interesting. So what do you know about Georgia and sentences? Are they likely to get life without parole? Are they likely to, is there a death penalty there? I don't even know if there's any death penalties in America anymore. Curious, you must ask anything you like, my dear. So we are talking about the Ahmaud Arbery case. The 3 men were found guilty of his murder and a lot of other charges. I just read out a article from his mum, which was really nice. Not really nice. I mean, her son's dead, but and we had a wee bit of a talk about finding out about the Bright and LAundrie cause and manner of death. Yeah. Wyoming, all the others make no difference. He will be in jail till he's dead. All 3 of them, hopefully, will be in jail till they're dead. Wyoming says, I think life without parole, Wyoming still has the death penalty. Interesting. The death penalty is a whole another discussion for a whole nother day, really. Tara, Georgia, the state capital punishment is a legal penalty in the US state of Georgia. Okay. So, but we don't think that they'll get that from what I can see. Little Perky, Georgia does have the death penalty. Amelia, oh yes, most certainly agree regarding being charged and found guilty for this disgusting act. Absolutely. So they're going to be in jail for the rest of their lives, which they absolutely should be, because his mum's going to be missing her son for the rest of her life. Tara says it's not really been used since 1973. Right. So you don't really, I don't know, are they still carrying out? I mean, I know that when someone is on death row, they have shitloads of years because of appeals and all that, but what states are they actually carrying out executions? That's the word. Although I don't want to spend too much time on this because we really want to celebrate Thanksgiving today and what we're thankful for. So I'd like to hear what you guys are thankful for. Perky says was reinstated in 1977. Texas. I think Texas is unanimously known for its hardline approach to justice. And everything's bigger in Texas. And they all wear cowboy hats. Just saying. That's what I think of Texas. Wyoming says, I can't remember the last time Wyoming used the death penalty. Interesting. All right, hang on. I've got to have a vape. I've talked for 34 minutes with no vape. I've done well. I worked last night till 10 p.m. and I tell you what, I couldn't sleep last night. So damn tired. But that's okay because it's such a chill chat that's good. Wyoming says, thankful this channel being drama free. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on YouTube. It's got out of control. I never thought when I started my YouTube channel and then again starting my lives, I just didn't think it was that crazy. And it just seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. It's like a big snowball effect. It's just out of control. And it's sometimes hard to find channels that are drama free, because there seems to be a lot of channels that are true crama. Curious says, and Spurs, absolutely, and rodeos. Amelia says, I'm thankful for people explaining these things. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, it's good. New York doesn't have the death penalty, right? Little Pookie, the last execution in Georgia was in 2020. Oh, wow. So they're still actively executing. Tara says, saw someone attack a newscaster's kid today. What? Yeah. Okay. So kids should be off limits. Doxing should be off limits. And if you don't know what doxing is, it's outing people's real identities or real addresses or information about their children. It's not okay. Wyoming, thought you screwed up. I didn't think you screwed up. Yeah, that's good. I think it was 4 that were executed in Arkansas in 2017 or 2018. So it's quite that's not long ago. That's what I'm trying to say. Little Pookie says Mark Hopkinson in 92 was the last execution in Wyoming. So that was a while ago. So, I still imagine there's people on death row, or do they not even really sentence them to that anymore? I don't know. Maybe it's a conversation we need to, well, we're having it now, I guess. Amelia says there is still a death penalty in New Zealand law, high treason. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. That's really interesting. I don't know if you can hear it, but I don't know if there's a big truck or some sort of mower or machinery happening outside my house. So let me know if you can hear it, and I'll have to shut the windows. Wyoming says, Tara knows a lot about things. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you, all of you, actually, because it's good to be educated about things we don't understand. Yeah, so that's good. Thank you. Curious, well, I didn't know that, Amelia. Yeah, I didn't know that either. So that'll be interesting to look into. Pookie says they do get sentenced to death and get an automatic appeal unless they pleaded guilty. Yeah, so the appeals process, from what I see, or what I've seen, seems to take many, many, many years to go through. Oh my gosh, Wyoming, it's snowing here. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. I have no concept of Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius, because that's what we use. So I don't even know what that is. But snowing, wow. So in New Zealand, we are heading into our summer. So today is supposed to be 23 degrees Celsius. Have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. But, gosh, we don't really get snow that often. We get it once every few years, and it's not usually okay. So where I live, we don't get it that often. Down south, maybe they get it every year, but it's just not as widespread as you guys have it. 423 Chase, really good to see you. New Zealand Mysteries, hope you have a great week, and thanks for all you do. Oh, thank you, Chase. I appreciate that. Tara says, Wyoming, I'm old. I'm old. What do you call old? You don't look that old. You look beautiful. Amelia says it's a really old and outdated law and not likely to be enforced. Yeah, not here. 57. That's not old. 80s and 90s. I think 80s and 90s is considered old in my book. Minus 1.1 Celsius. Okay, yeah, that's pretty damn cold. Absolutely. It snows where I live, Hawke's Bay. Oh, okay, so you're in the North Island of New Zealand. How often do you get snow, like every year? Because you're just making a liar out of me, really. Puka says it's freezing. Minus 1.1, yeah. That is freezing, I agree. Tara, 48. Well, you look damn good for 48, girl. And I'm not far behind you, I must say. So I don't want to be considered old. So I'm not going to say that anyone else around my age or even a bit older is old. Wyoming says 423 Chase. I'm glad you're here with us. Yeah, it's great to have you pop in. That's awesome. Curious, I feel really old at 55. I don't think that's old, but yet I understand what you say, because some days I wake up and my arthritis is sore and I'm tired and I feel like maybe I'm 90, so I know what it feels like to be old, or feel old, I should say. Yes, there's snow on the Ruahine Ranges everywhere. Okay, so you've made me a liar. So apparently on the Ruahine Ranges every year in New Zealand, we have snow. Pookie, hey Chase, 423, welcome. Curious, welcome. I'm 56 years young on a good day. I know what you mean. I think, this is going to sound funny, but I think I'm 43 or 44 or 43. I don't know. I would have to really think about that, because I actually don't know. Wyoming says age is only in your mind. Sometimes I feel like a kid, and other days I feel like I'm 90. Absolutely. Some people in the 80s and 90s, let's be fair, are really, really sprightly and full of beans, full of energy. So, yeah. And others have lots of health problems and a bit of grandma going on. I guess everybody's different, isn't it? Young'un, yes. Me, young'un? I felt old by 21, but then I'd lived 3 lifetimes by then. I'm regressing into a second childhood, feel younger now than I did then. That is good. That's a good thing. I remember when, like, say, I was, a child or early teen, and I thought that 30 was old. And then, like, I went through my 30s and I'm like, what was I talking about? This isn't old. Curious says we get a bit of snow down here, especially on the mountains, only a couple of light dumps at ground level a year. You're in Fiordland, are you Curious, if I remember? But remember that I don't have a good memory. So even though you guys might tell me something 12 times, the likelihood that I'm going to remember it is pretty slim. And I feel like that's quite disrespectful, because you all mean so much to me that I'd like to remember where you're from and other stuff about you. But let's face it, I'm just not that good. Kira says, yes, Fiordland. Say I got something right. I'm thankful that I remembered that, at least, Wyoming, interesting here what kind of climate you all have. Yeah, so I mean, we get cold. We have, in the winter, we can get minus 1.1 quite often and have frosts. Yeah, but nothing like the widespread winter storms that you guys have with ice and snow and stuff like that. Purple summer, we get ice storms sometimes here. Awful. Where are you again? Please tell me. I'm sorry. You've probably told me 12 times. A lot of the stuff I know about America is from watching crime shows and watching YouTube and, like, Real Housewives reality shows. Not that I really want to admit to much of that, but, And then, I learned through you guys teaching. So, Tara, you became a new member. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining the club. Amelia, granddad quote, might have forgot a name or a face, but never a kind deed. I like that one. That's really nice. That's really good. Wyoming, I remember ice storms living in Iowa, where I grew up. Iowa is not a place that you hear, or like a state that you hear of that often. Curious, is ice storm like hail, Amelia? Yes, thank you, Tara. It's awesome. Thank you for becoming a member. Purple Summer, Arkansas. I'm going to try and remember that, not promising anything. Thank you for coming. I'm a member. That's awesome. Curious. Well done on the finger tapping there. It's great. So yeah, the membership link is in the description box. And like I say, at the moment, I don't have a lot. It just means that you can support the show with a small donation once a month. Helps me get a coffee when I need it, which I'll have to get soon. But as we get more members, I'd like to make more special stuff for members. Wyoming, freezing rain. Oh, bugger that. I don't like the sound of that at all. Purple summer, not hail. Rain falls as liquid, then freezes. It can be treacherous. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you the other thing that I find quite interesting. When we have a dumping of snow in like coastal cities around New Zealand, where I'm from, nobody knows how to drive. We have a couple of people that, I mean, everything shuts down. Schools closed down, businesses closed down. My work wouldn't because we're essential, but yeah, everything shuts down. And then the few people that try and drive just don't even know how. And we have pile-ups and we have crashes and people sliding and slipping everywhere. And then you look at like Canada and US and other places around the world that have snow regularly, and they're all just driving normal, like it's, you know, an everyday thing. Like, how do you guys do that? Tara, I live by the ocean, so just imagine the freezing rain. Oh, bugger that. That was a good one, Curious. Down to -8 degrees. That is insane. Insane. Up to 40 degrees midsummer. Yeah, we get, I mean, gosh, 23 today is hot for me. I'm not a fan of the heat at all. Amelia, sleet, frozen rain. I suppose that's sleet. Yeah, we get that. Not often, but I think it might be more powerful other places. Oh, yeah, tornadoes. We're lucky we don't really have those. We have those. We had a real bad one earlier in the year that I can remember, but it's not something we have often. But I remember we had a real big one, probably one of the biggest that I've noticed, where a few houses were damaged, but nothing like you guys have over there. The ones that you have in the US are just, awful, absolutely awful. Pookie says, when it freezes, they call it black ice on the blacktop roads, dangerous. Yeah, so we get black ice because we do get the -degree after it rains, and we get black ice. So we do have that. And it's really dangerous. Kiwi says, yes, we get black ice here. I struck someone on a bridge once going 100 kilometers. I was lucky to keep control. Absolutely, that black ice is so dangerous. Amelia says Taranaki gets the occasional tornado. Yeah, but they're not as crazy and huge as the ones that the US gets. Wyoming, I hate heat. Thankful Wyoming has a great climate here. I hate the heat too. I hate it. Anything above 15 degrees Celsius is enough for me. I like winter. I like autumn, which you probably call fall. Definitely not a fan. In fact, if it's really hot, I won't leave the house unless I have to go to work or something important. I'll stay in with all the curtains shut and the fans going. Curious is they put out black ice signs on the open roads now. I haven't been on the open roads in such a long time. In 2000, it was actually minus 30 degrees here. Wow. Wow. I can't even imagine what that would be like. That is just, I mean, I'm saying I don't like the heat, but that's crazy. Minus 30 degrees. It is scary. You love the heat and you want to be on the sand. So I'm only like 1 kilometre away from the beach where I am. I mean, we're lucky in New Zealand because we've got a small country. No matter where you live, you're only, a few hours from a beach somewhere. And we have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. So most I've never been to. I've just seen on telly. But yeah. Julie is in Australia. Yesterday we had lots of storms. I was planting 20 geraniums in between each one. Mini farm. Oh, nice. You'll have to take a photo sometime and send it to us. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, we never have, like, especially in the South Island where I am. So I know that the North Island has a lot of thunderstorms and they will have really, really good ones. But where I am in the South Island, we don't generally get like cool thunderstorms with lots of lightning. Usually it passes around us, or we get like no shit, like 3 minutes, couple of rolls of thunder, crack of lightning, and then it's all over. It's like boring. Amelia says it gets cold snow here during southerlies from Antarctica. I mean, yeah, we do get cold, that's for sure, but minus 30 degrees, I don't. No, it goes that bad. I wear shorts all winter. Yeah, I'm much the same. Not shorts, I must admit. I'm not a shorts person. But I definitely can go without a jersey or anything during winter sometimes as well. Well, and everyone else is like freezing cold. And I'm like, where's your fan? Perky says in Michigan, you can't go more than 14 miles without seeing water. Oh, that's cool. I love them too. I just wish that we had bigger and better ones and that they didn't bypass us. Amelia, I like all weather, hot, cold, in between, all good. I don't like being inside much. I'm a bit of a hermit. Unbelievably, because on live streams I talk a lot. In real life, I'm actually quite an introvert. I enjoy time by myself. That's how I recharge. I like my own company. I like living alone. And sometimes I find it hard socializing. I find it real taxing, except on here. I don't get that. Maybe that we need a shrink to help me with that one. And in my job, I socialize with clients all day long, and I like that. But then, yeah, I don't know. I need a shrink. Perky says 22.5 Ks is 14 miles. Awesome. So, yeah, that's not far. That's good. Thank you, Perky. I can trust you guys to get all the details for me. I love it. Wyoming, I'm going to Michigan next summer up for rock hunting. Oh, I think I talked to you about rock hunting before, and it's not actually just looking for boring old rocks. You're looking for crystals, I think. Pookie says, I like rain on a tin roof and a fireplace. Yeah, I like tin roof too. When we had, so I'm in Christchurch, and 10 or 11 years ago, we had the real big earthquake that killed a few hundred people. And a big percentage of places lost their chimneys in the earthquake. And a lot of fireplaces were decommissioned from that. And now we don't have open fires, I don't think much. But I think people are still have log burners or pellet burners. I don't know. Probably don't know much of what I'm talking about, to be honest. Amelia, awesome thunder and lightning storms here. Has been one every day for the last 2 weeks. Spring weather convection. I'm jealous. Curious, I googled New Zealand's executions. Oh, cool. There's only been 85 in New Zealand. Minnie Dean's the only woman in 1895. Certainly heard about her growing up. Did you? I don't even think I know who that is. The last execution was 1957. Do you know, curious, I'm glad you let me know. I never knew that we had that at all. Why I'm TJ, I'm the same way as you are, being by myself and not socializing. Yeah, I enjoy it. I'm forced to socialize in my job, but I really love my job, so that's okay. But I know that sometimes I have sort of a meter, and sometimes my socializing meter can be sort of topped up, and then I've got to just shut down and recharge by myself. Curious, I'm a hermit too, TJ. I only like going out for lunch occasionally. My hubby comes home at the weekend, so I live most of my time at home alone. You know, the only good thing about this is it means that we can all meet up on live streams. Amelia says, I have Asperger's. I live in the middle of nowhere by myself. Sometimes I don't see another person for weeks on end. I'm okay with it. It's amazing how you hear so many people saying, oh, you got to have this many friends, and you've got to go out and you've got to socialize. It's good for your soul. And well, actually, for a lot of us, what's good for our soul is not to socialize and to just have that time by yourself to recharge, or time with you guys, because this seems a bit different. I tell you what, in these live streams, I talk more than I talk in real life for a whole month. Wyoming, little Pookie, I'm so jealous. That's why I want to go to Michigan. Pudding rocks are fascinating. What the hell are pudding rocks? Never heard of pudding rocks. Curious, Google Minnie Deans, the only woman to be executed in New Zealand, a baby farmer convicted of children in her care. I'm going to write that down. That's interesting. Never heard of her. Definitely something I want to have a look at. Amelia sounds like bliss to me. Yeah. I mean, I even get my groceries delivered. I order things online for everything because I just don't like going into shops. So, yeah, I love cocooning myself. Yeah, same here. Sensory overload. I think bloody terrible. I don't do well in social situations, crowds. Me neither. I get very claustrophobic, and it's too many people, too much noise, too much going on, and I hate it. So I definitely understand that. Could be because it happened in my area, Minnie Deans. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Google her. That's very interesting, something I haven't heard of. But to be honest, if it was, I don't even know if it was mentioned in school, probably not. But I didn't stay at school for very long. Didn't really get any qualifications. I wasn't really focused on my studies. So I don't know if it was taught at school. Probably not though. Sugar, wow, I haven't seen you for ages. It's good to see you. Hello, TJ. Hope your holiday is very blessed. Happy gobble gobble from my family to yours. I am very thankful for your streams. Sugar, I appreciate that. New Zealand, we don't have Thanksgiving. But it's a nice concept that we should be enjoying or being thankful and grateful for what we have. So gobble gobble to your family from me, Sugar. That's awesome. Amelia, curious Kiwi, laughing because commented the same thing at the same time. I know you girls are great. Girls and guys. I mean, I don't know who's watching. Thanks, Julie. It was great to see you, hun. Have a great day until next time I have to go. My bus trip has ended. Nice. She watches me on the bus. That's awesome. Pudding stone is a... Oh, come on. You really want me to try and say this word? A conglomerate. Conglomerate. Conglomerate sounds about right with jasper in it. Interesting. Tara, just started dinner, another tradition. Night before Thanksgiving, we only have appetizers for dinner. Nice. That's cool though, isn't it? I mean, turkey, because we just don't really have turkey here, but it must take many, many hours to prepare. It must take many hours if you have to prepare so much food. That's got to be stressful, preparing all the food if you're having a big Thanksgiving. Amelia says, I had a pet white turkey called Goblin. I love it. They're awesome. I'll tell you a secret. I'm scared of birds. And when my mum was dying, she lived with my sister, and I went over there most days to see her. And my sister had chickens. And I was so petrified of the damn things. And they must have known it because, like, when I'd be in there, they would all, like, come towards me and, like, chase me. And so I'd be trying to leave and to get out the gate, but these chickens were, like, coming for me. Or at sometimes I'd be in her kitchen making a coffee or something, and these chickens would, like, come in the house. And I'm like, what the F? Screaming to someone, to, you know, my kids or whatever, who's there, get these chickens out. So, you know, everyone had a good laugh. That's the main thing. And fossils. And I said the word right. That's good. Seen that. It's a pain in the turkey neck. All that cooking. You got the word right. Good. See, I might not get it right again, but at least I got it right this time. Take care and be safe. Yeah, absolutely, Julie. Chickens are nasty. They freak me out too. I know, right? I'm not a fan. And is it turkeys or geese that are real nasty? I'm sure it's geese that are real nasty. Turkeys are weird because they make that gobble gobble sound. Pookie wanted you to throw them corn. Probably, but in my head they were just chasing me because they smelt my fear. Yeah. A turkey is a great guard dog. No one would get out of their car. Are they as bad as geese? Because little Pookie is saying, little Pookie is saying it's geese. I find more people scared of birds. I have 2 budgies. Oh, see, I couldn't do birds, like caged birds, because of the noise. The noise gets to me really. I don't know, it's something about the pitch. So I really don't like birds. And birds are okay when I go out if they just stay in the trees. But if they, like, fly over you, I'm scared they'll pull on me, for one thing. I mean, surely everyone's scared of that. And, you know, when they come for you, when they fly near you, they scare me. So, yeah, geese are usually... I've seen some funny-ass videos on YouTube, and I'm sure it's of geese chasing people and, like, being quite nasty. And I think I even seen or read somewhere that there's some police station or something, like, around the world somewhere that has geese as, like, guard geese. Like guard dogs, but not dogs because they're geeses or geese. Yeah. Tara, Amelia, I guess I'm buying a turkey. Turkeys are the same as geese. Interesting. So they're like as bad as well. The movie Birds was crazy. An old Hitchcock movie. Don't think I ever seen that. But yeah. Spiders still scare me more than birds. I mean, I don't have, when I see spiders, I have a panic attack and lose my shit. But yeah. Curious says, just as well you weren't here this morning. I had a bigger bird attack a blackbird, and they ended up against my lounge window. It got away only for my bleeping cat to get it. It got away from her too. Funny. That's something I miss is I don't have pets. I've had pets all my life, and I don't have a pet to talk to. I think I might try and get a cat eventually. Probably not a kitten. I think I might like to adopt an older cat. Because then instead of talking to myself, I could pretend that I'm talking to the cat and I won't feel so mad or bonkers. Tara, how about they are migrating here, nasty birds? Who sit in my neighbour's tree? Over 200 of them. Oh, bugger that. Nah, don't like that at all. I saw that. TJ would not like it. No, not at all. Tara Goblin was a rescue. Wild flock of turkeys. Little guy couldn't keep up with his mum. Oh, that kind of makes me sad. But not really. But that was nice that you rescued him. I've been pooped on by flying geese. That's one of my biggest fears about birds, other than pecking me to death, is shitting on me, because that's just, yeah, yucky. Oh, crap. What was that? Cute. You have to send me a picture to my email sometime and let us know. Curious says, a cat's a good idea. We used to have mice everywhere, no more. No, we don't have mice here, but yeah, I love dogs, but I have no yard here for a dog. But yeah, a cat might be nice to talk to. Dogs don't jump on the kitchen counters and lick from the pans. Oh, I've hated cats on my bench. There's no way I'd let my cats on the bench if I give them a short, sharp push off benches, that's for sure. Tara, all I hear is gunshots. It's killing geese season. Oh. You know what? I don't eat seafood, but I don't like fishing because I feel sorry for the fish. Yeah. Because it can't be nice to have hooks going through their mouth. So, but shots, you'd hope that if it's hunting season, that a shot would kill them like first time, so they wouldn't feel any pain. I like cats that are mouses. Amelia says, Goblin plays swing ball and soccer. He hates the rural postie with a vengeance. Red van. Turkeys don't like the colours, red or blue. Warning colours. Oh, that is so funny. That's hilarious. You've got to send me your pic at some stage. Sugar wanted to pop in and say hi, and I appreciate that. Got lots of dishes to prep and cook for tomorrow. Turkey, green bean casserole. We talked about this earlier, Sugar. I'm not liking the sound of green bean casserole, but mashed potatoes with gravy, yum, corn on the cob, ham, and pumpkin pie. Yum, 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 yum. Except pumpkin pie for us is not something we'd do because our pumpkins are not sweet. They're savory. We don't have the same pumpkins as you guys. We have like grey, greeny, hard pumpkins. We don't have like big orange ones like you guys. Red seems something that hate purple. Summer cats are my favourite. Mine understand me when I talk to them. I'm sure they do. Pookie traffic stops here for the Canada geese protected species. And yeah, interesting. Wyoming, she used to bring them in for me, then let them go. Yeah, enjoy the dinner. It sounds so nice. We need to send you green bean casserole. I have to look it up on Google because I don't know if it's the same green beans that I can't stand. But yeah, definitely not something I've ever been a fan of, that's for sure. Sugar. Yes, we need to send you a green bean casserole. Well, by the time it gets from the US to here, it's definitely going to be a green bean casserole that I don't want. That's for sure. But, I mean, it may be different. It might be in the preparation. So it might be something that I really like. Now, mushrooms and fungus, you're never going to convince me to eat fungus. Sugar, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thank you so much. You would not like it either since you don't like mushrooms. I've never heard of green bean casserole. No, I haven't. It's not something that's common here. But the green beans we have in New Zealand, I'm not a fan. No, never been a fan. Neither of my kids. Wyoming, I agree with the green bean casserole. It's one of my favorites during the holidays. Just about everybody who we've been talking to has said they love the green bean casserole. So I might have to look it up. Amelia, I don't kill anything unless I intend to eat it and also utilize every part. Well done. Mullet Mayhem, welcome. It's good to have you here. I'm 38 in the US and I've never had green bean casserole. I've seen it on TV though. Interesting, because I was just saying that everybody in the US I've talked to has green bean casserole on Thanksgiving and then you haven't. Yeah. Don't sound good. You can use chicken condensed soup instead. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to Google it so I know what I'm talking about, really. I agree with what you said. Hey, quick reminder just to hit that like button for me, guys. That would be awesome. Sugar, I'm also making something that my mum used to make called broccoli casserole. Yum, I love broccoli. Made with stuffing, yum. Velveeta cheese and, of course, broccoli. Broccoli with cheese sauce is delish. So that sounds something that I might like. The bean salad here sounds different to that recipe. Have you looked it up, Amelia? I'll have to look it up. Hey, Mullet, it's good to have you here. I'm making a cheesecake pumpkin pie. Cheesecake is something that I love. Although I'm not really a sweet tooth, I prefer savory. And I kid myself most days that I'm going to try and diet and eat healthy and not eat too much. And that, but I mean, I can't get any more chins than I've already got. It's getting out of control. I have a treadmill that I try and go on most days. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't always happen. Curious, I love broccoli salad. Yeah, I love broccoli too. And I love cheese, which is not always great for you. Sugar. Yeah, it sounds good. That sounds good, Tara. It does sound good. I'm not sure. I mean, I'd like to come on tomorrow because I don't have work tomorrow. But I don't know how many people will be out or on YouTube. I'd love to see photos of your meals and stuff. Sugar, yum. Okay, bye for real, guys. See you, Sugar. Thank you so much for popping in. We appreciate it. Appreciate you, and I'm thankful for all of you. Tara, that does sound yum. Yeah, I'd love to see some photos of the food. Broccoli casserole is legit. It actually sounds really, really nice. Sugar, nzmissing@gmail.com. Send me some pics and I can, if I can figure it out, which I should be able to, chuck them on the screen so we can have a look. But yeah. I think what I'll do is I will put up a live for tomorrow around the same time. And I mean, if you're around, you're around. Smash the like button, please. TJ appreciates it and having you here with us. Absolutely. I will message you some on Facebook. Yeah, or actually, yeah, you can go through the New Zealand Mysteries Facebook page and you can message me through there as well. So either is cool. NZ missing. Yep. Bar Sugar. Sugar's such a cool name. Awesome. Let me have a look-see. I'm going to just open my Facebook page. Give me a moment, guys. You know, I'm not tech savvy and lots of things go wrong. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Okay, just give me a moment, guys. My lovely computer that is crap is just taking a little while to do what I want it to do. I swear one day soon I'm going to get a new one. Because there's a lot of stuff I can't do on lives that I would like to do, but because it's such a slow computer, I don't have that option. So that is annoying. You don't know how to send a picture on Gmail? I think you can add an attachment, little Pookie. Or like I said, you can go onto my Facebook page and just send something through Messenger. Through there. Okay, so I have not got any. I'll send you pics of my Thanksgiving dinner. I'll tune in if you go live tomorrow. Yes, Facebook, I'll look you up. Bye, guys. Awesome. So, yeah. I'll go live tomorrow and, yeah, send me. Thank you, Curious, for putting up the links. That's awesome. You can send me your pictures and we can take a look at them tomorrow. So it will be really interesting to see your dinners. And I want to see Goblin the turkey. I think after talking so much about Goblin the turkey that we need to see him for sure. Yep. And also the link for my Facebook page is in the description box below as well. Oh, little Pookie, yeah, that's right. You don't have Facebook. So little Pookie, when you go into your email and you send one, or before you send one, you put your little writing in it. And then there should be somewhere that you can attach a file. And you click that, and then you can pick pictures off your computer and send them with your email. I hope that, or Google it, because YouTube it. They always show you stuff. Mullet says, I have orange Jello chilling in my mum's Tupperware mold from the 80s. Who remembers Tupperware? I don't even think I have any anymore. I haven't used it since I was a teenager. I'm excited about it. Laugh out loud. It's going to have a little heart on top if it turns out. Sounds great. Make sure you send that. We want to see. I've never even sent an email. Wow. I have to learn to put up the links for TJ. Yeah, just do your best. But all the links are in the description box below. The rules are at the top always. But, let me know if you have trouble. Curious, Mullet Mayhem, will that jelly still be okay? Yeah, we call it jelly, not Jello. But, yeah, interesting. Not a fan of jelly either. I feel like whenever you talk about food, I'm like, no, don't like that. No, don't like that. But I do like some food, I promise. Actually, after the live stream, I have to go online grocery shopping, which I enjoy rather than going into an actual supermarket. And we're have COVID restrictions in place at the moment. So we have to wear masks when we go into any retail or inside environment and scan. And I hate the masks that we have to wear they sweat on my face and they're uncomfortable and I can't breathe. I have to wear them at work with clients, and that's fine. I do that. But yeah, that's just another excuse for me not to actually go into a public place because of that. Orange jelly and carrot salad. Carrot salad sounds good. Wyoming, I'm not very good with technology either. I'm trying. My kids grow up with technology, so they've taught me a lot of things over the years, and I do enough to get by. But there's some things that, yeah, are over my head for sure. Curious, that's why I was late, TJ. I was doing my click and collect. Same as me. I do anyway. Tara, what did you do? I have to go back up and look. No. Tara, what do you do anyway? Little Pookie, there is a plastic piece you can buy for your mask called a turtle. Feels a lot better. That's interesting. I've never heard of that here. So that's another thing I have to Google. I love learning from you guys. So I have to look for the turtle. Sixth sense. Amelia, people with ASD quite often have food weirdisms. Yeah, I just have food weirdisms because there's heaps of shit that I don't like. That's how I do my shopping online. Oh, Tara, you wear masks. Yeah. If I'm outdoors, in the open air, I don't wear them. I prefer not to. But, I'm good with technology. At least one of us is. Little Pookie, I have one of those. Oh, a turtle. Yeah, I've never heard of them here. Curious, I got a chest infection after wearing a mask for 15 minutes. Oh, goodness me. I mean, I knew they were hard to breathe in, but I didn't realize that they caused chest infections. I guess, maybe if you have a pre-existing condition or I don't know. Do you get those often? Curious? I'm curious. No fresh air, just around with nasty people. We don't want to talk too much about the C word, the COV word, because YouTube doesn't like that. Even though, look, this stream's not monetized anyway. I don't know if I'll bother trying to get it monetized because not that many people look at my stream anyway. Yeah. I ended up getting a test. I haven't had a chest infection for years. Oh, that's awful. Little Pookie, do you like your turtle? I do. It sounds like something that would be really good. Exhaled COT isn't good for you. Yes, I do. So what? I'm guessing a turtle is some little thing that you can breathe out or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. What would I look that up? Turtle mask? I don't know what you would look if you were going to images for turtle mask. Aha. Maybe. Now I'm seeing Ninja Turtles. Let's have a look, eh? Okay, so we're looking at lots of turtles. So is this the turtle here, guys? This turtle thing, like green thing, like a webby thing. Definitely don't have that in New Zealand. And I don't know if we would be allowed to use them. But very interesting. Can breathe easier. I used to get them. I started sleeping with a humidifier in my whole house. Never again. It is a plastic piece that goes under the mask. So is this it? Cool Turtle is a compact green plastic device that's meant to be inserted under any non-medical face mask in order to create some breathing space between the mask and the skin. I like that idea. The idea is that once you insert this device in your mask, you'll be able to talk or breathe without a struggle, and it will help protect you from skin irritation and excessive sweating. Interesting. So, I mean, obviously we'd have to go online and get them, and it would take months to get here, and then I don't know if we'd be allowed to use them, but that's interesting. Mullet, thank you for that, but I think this is it. Yes, the C word is not good on YouTube. You can say virus or coof. That's it. Cool. Oh, I wish we were allowed those, but yeah, I just don't reckon that they would count over here. Sugar, you're still here, honey? Okay, well, I think my phone is acting dumb. I can't seem to find your page, so I'll try again later when my phone isn't acting up. No worries. Never stays in place, though. Oh, that would annoy me. I'll send you a picture of one, TJ. You can get one from Amazon. Mine is made of silicone. Yeah, send it to me. Very interesting. I like that idea. Especially, yeah, because it gets all sweaty. It's not comfortable. But, I mean, I understand why we have to wear them, and that's okay. It just means that I just don't go out that often, so I have to wear them just at work. That's okay. All right, guys, it's been an hour and a half, and I've talked your ears off, so I'm going to head away. Thank you to all of you for showing up. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming back time after time. I like it that we have a small group where we can have good, fun chats, and everyone can participate. I like it that it's a safe place, hopefully, for you guys with no drama. Thank you if you became a member. I think, Tara, you became a member. That's awesome. I will set up a live for tomorrow. So send me your pics of your food, and we will show them tomorrow. I think that'll be quite fun. Yes, Curious says, please hit the like button, subscribe, share. I mean, I think you have to subscribe anyway, but share. No, not goodbye time. The chat is great. I know it is. I know, but I'm very tired and I have a headache. So happy Thanksgiving, happy Fall Fest. Hope to see you soon. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And thank you for being here. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for everything. Whether you like, share, subscribe, donate, become a member, participate in the chat, everything is amazing. All right, be safe, be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else. See you later, guys.